Hi guys, welcome to Football Brownie. Hope you're well, keeping safe, keeping each other safe and spreading love in this big bad world of ours. Before we go any further, please like, share, most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Remember, subscription is free. If you haven't done it yet, hit that subscriber button right now. Right now. Don't forget the notification bell. Okay, here we go. Late night Q&A. I didn't do one last night simply because of the Warren Barton interview. I didn't want that to be basically drowned by a Q&A. If you haven't watched it, the feedback I got been brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I think as my interviews with footballers go, I think personally it was one of the best. Let me know anyway. Yeah, let's go from there. Okay, in the chat, let's go in the chat. Now remember now, guys, this show is 18 over. Okay, anything can go, anything can be said. I've had a couple of vodkas, but it is 18 and over with regarding the content. Okay, no worries. Okay, Dara's in the chat now. Let's go. Hi, Dara. Hope you're well, my friend. And he is the first one here. Basically, in about roughly 5-10 minutes time, whenever. Also, I'm going to have a couple of guests from Treaty United. You know that we are going throughout the summer months. Football Brownie is going to partner up with the lads at Treaty United. Dara being one of them. Trying to figure out what can we do during the summer months. People be chasing any content because the World Cup in November, remember? So basically, we're gonna go. The League of Ireland is a Spanish league. It's a summer league. So we're gonna be doing watch-alongs with Treaty United and take it from there. But yeah, the guys will come in. I hope we got a drink ready. Dara, Dara. Listen, calm down, brother. Calm down, yeah. Jesus. Anyway. In fact, we're actually on point here. On point. Boom. James, how are you doing?
Well, boss, how are you keeping?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. How's work, first of all? How's work been?
It's kind of, it's not too bad. I got cover for a couple of minutes, so not too bad.
Okay, now, no worries. Only a couple of minutes? Are you sure?
Well, I could push it to 10 or 15. We will see how we go.
Hey, no problem. Basically, look, I've had Dara in my ear, mate. Bloody hell, I tell you what. Fucking on about a PR guy. Dara is your fucking man, I tell you. No, hey, I want to hold my hands up as well. I know we've had a couple of problems in during the last week or so.
There's no problem. It happens.
No, my bank card was bloody blocked. It's a UK bank card. I tried to do it from Dubai, didn't I? You know, it's unprofessional as ever. Basically, late night Q&A, anything goes. It's 18 plus show.
Okay.
Right? But what I wanted to do is bring you guys in, and you can the regulars are all in a chat, right? There can be a bit of dodgy trolling, but basically, I want the regulars to fucking get to know you guys, ready for the summer months when you do watch-alongs and so on.
Perfect. A1. Happy days.
So let's share the screen first, because last time we spoke, been a couple of games since, haven't they?
Yeah, 3 games since, is it? Two or three anyway.
Well, yeah, Bray. It was just before the Bray game. Bray
Wanderers.
Yeah. So that was
Goalfest.
So you drew 0-0, and then you went to Athlone 1-0, and then a good win against Wexford.
Yeah.
So tell us about those games.
Bray, from an away day point of view, but Bray was a very good day I think we brought up a bus of 16, and maybe there was 14 or 15 other Treaty fans up there making a 2.5 hour trip, so that was quite good. The game itself, on the night, we felt we probably could have edged it. Again, I don't think we took as many chances as we could have, but it could have gone either way. It was a kind of the draw specialists of the league. So Bray was set up to draw and frustrate and blah blah blah, take a 0-0, take a 1-1, and so look, going up to Bray isn't a bad point.
You're breaking up, man. You're breaking up.
And then heading on to
I tell you what, James, let me just refresh. You're breaking up. I don't know if it's my end or your end. I don't know. There you go. Sorry, Jim. I don't know. It could well be. It could well be Dubai internet. I'll be completely honest with you.
no
So
hassle at all. Can you hear me now? Okay.
yeah, no problem.
Perfect. Like I said, so Bray was a bit, like I said, we could have taken a bit more chances, but look, going up to Bray is not a bad point either, and getting a point out of there. Then Athlone was just frustrating. Athlone was really frustrating. They're bottom of the league. They had just sacked their manager. They had 1 point from 9 games, and they get a point off us. They went ahead in the 82nd minute, got a goal. We pegged one back with Stephen Christopher then, but it was just a poor game. It was a poor game, and the fans were very frustrated. Look, as fans, I think after last year making the playoffs, there's probably an unrealistic sense of expectations among some of us Treaty fans because we grew up
Because of last
knowing,
season, I suppose.
well, last season, and we grew up with Limerick FC. So Limerick FC was almost a full time team basically, and it was they were in the first division, or they were in the Premier Division, winning first divisions, getting to FAI Cup semi-finals, getting to FAI Cup finals, and now we're with an amateur team. Like Tommy, our manager, could have a lad going away and work. We have a couple of lads in the army; they could be deployed for 2 or 3 weeks, and he can't turn around and say, "Lads, I need you," because they're getting a wage, and he's handing them €50 a week in expenses or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So, but as a fan, when you know your team, like for the quality of a squad we have such high expectations of, especially because of what we saw last year. So that's where the frustration comes from sometimes.
No, I get it. Let's have a look at the. I know the chat is going. Okay, let's have a look at the league table first, then before. Well, hang on. Come on, right, standings.
And when I say frustrated, like we're still sitting fourth in the table. So
yeah, you're fourth in the table, aren't you?
Yeah.
And, it's just disappointing that they've only picked 2 points out of from those games. That's all.
Well, the 2 away games, and look, and we bounced back with a win against Wexford. Again, it wasn't pretty, but look, we got the win. That was the main thing.
So what we're looking at now, is it 3 go up or 2 go up? Remind me.
So what? First place gets automatically promoted, and then second to fifth go in playoff semi-finals, and then they go into a playoff final, and then the winners of that place second last in the Premier Division, and the winner of that either stays up or goes up.
Oh, right. So it's a playoff bloody merry-go-round, basically, then.
So yeah, so you have 2 legs in the semi-finals. So say we played UCD in 2 legs last year. UCD then beat beat Bray in the playoff final, and then they had to beat Waterford in the playoff relegation final, and then they got promoted and Waterford came down.
Okay, are you ready for some of these questions?
Let's go for it.
Yeah? Okay, all right, let's go for it. Phil McCock. He says, have you ever or would you ever do a DP?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
I told you it's anything goes. I told you, Jane.
I tell you, if Tommy Barrett wins us the first division this year, yeah, then definitely.
Yeah, I have. It has been video, but I don't think it's gone on. It's gone on bloody XTube or whatever you want to call it. But Pornhub, I don't think so. I think I had the video evidence before. Anyway, Protein Pete. Yeah, I'm good, my friend. Basically, it's just introducing Jamie to the live chat. Why would I introduce him to you lot? I tell you. And Jazz says, how's life surprising? Never. Forget about my other dates. Jesus Christ. I've had 2 dates, Jane, this week, right?
Okay.
I'm 6 foot, right? And I was looking up on some, geez, I tell you what, proper street lampposts, I tell you. Couldn't be done with it. So, right. Darrell's come in. Will Jamie be at the hurling on Saturday or at Treaty United?
Well, I'll tell you this now. If the hurlers were playing out in my front garden, I would go and watch them. Not that I hate. I just look. I've no real interest in it, and I'm hoping to be at the Treaty United match, but I'm actually doing my coaching courses at the moment. So I'm doing my UFC license, and I have
Oh,
the final.
yeah. Okay.
I have the final block of that on Saturday. So if that gets finished in time, I hope to make the trip up to Longford. So, yeah, that's the plan.
Hurling massive in Ireland, isn't it?
Hurling is massive, and hurling is massive in my parish. So, like, my parish is Kildimo Paliskenry, and we have Kyle Hayes. So, Kyle Hayes would be probably one of the best hurlers in Ireland.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I've nothing against it. I just think the way I look at it is that the hurling, it's such a deeper issue. We could talk about it for hours, but hurling in Ireland, the GA in Ireland, harper on about player welfare and looking after players. And they'll have these squads, so these county squads, blah, blah, blah. And they'll pick 50 lads.
Yeah.
Whereas we'll have interleague squads, which is made up of 20 lads looking to play soccer, looking to play football, and progress them and represent your region. And they'll pick they'll pick number 49 over hurling instead of being number 11 or number 10 on the football, which does my head in completely because they're sold a dream. And then once they're dropped, that's the end of it. So that's what does my head in about the
I get
GA.
you.
So
Daryl comes back. CF11, I didn't read the first message, so we're going to have to write it all out again. Daryl says, Jimmy, manager of Treaty United and three, what? Bloody hell. What?
I was actually in with the
Am I
underage
speaking
academy.
to a superstar of Irish football now, yeah?
Well, I was in with the underage academy last year doing a bit of the goalkeeping with Daryl. No, Ty Ryan's brother Shane is head of the goalkeeping in the academy, so I was doing a bit of goalkeeping there. But I'm more of a general coach, so I just did that as an experience for the CV, like, you know.
Yeah, I got you. And he says, how badly injured is Kyle Hayes?
Well, I won't reveal too much, but so after this week they have a break of 2 weeks, and he should be back. The break should do him good. Let's say that.
Now, we got Longford. Is it tomorrow, Longford?
Longford on Saturday. So Longford play at home Saturday
Saturday
nights. Yeah.
And then we playing the top two. Then they got Galway and then Cork.
Yeah, Cork and the May weekend below in Turner's Cross. You can't ask for anything more than that.
So you guys, obviously, you're in Limerick. Do you go do you stay at like Cork or do you stay for like weekends, or is it just really watch the football come back?
So very rarely we'd stay. So the supporters club, well, the unofficial supporters club for us is the Blue Army, and the Blue Army organise all these buses. So let's say last week in Athlone, our bus left at 4. The match was kicking off at 7:45. Athlone is only an hour and a half, so we'll go up, we'll stop, we'll get something to eat, we'll go to a couple of pubs, we'll go into the match. Athlone is only an hour and a half, so we'll come away again. Now, if we were in the first division and we were playing the likes of Finn Harps and, you know, those Derry City, you wouldn't get a bigger crowd going. Well, you probably wouldn't, I would say, and you'd be looking at staying overnight. But most of the time, you'd be going up and coming down.
I got you. Well,
especially this year, especially.
So as a lad watching the football, you trying to tell me it's no red light district you're not going to visit? No.
No, unfortunately not.
Bloody yeah, part timers.
But the way I look at it, especially this year, is like you look at our division. There's Cork, Cove, basically Bowden County Cork. You have Galway an hour away, Longford 2 hours away. Like our furthest journey is Longford or Wexford. Like so, you know, we're very lucky this year in the fact that we're fairly kind of local in everywhere we're playing. Athlone only an hour and a half. Like, you know.
Yeah, I get. So what do you think of our relationship, and James? Is it going to be prosperous during the summer?
I hope so. Look, anything that brings any bit of light to the club is brilliant in my head, because the club need as much as they can get, and I really hope. Like, I don't know. Look, I remember I was telling you that the old club was Limerick FC.
Yeah.
So Limerick FC have an underage academy now. So they've had an underage academy. So Treaty United were supposed to be Limerick United initially a couple of years ago, and Limerick FC threatened to go into legal action, and we couldn't use the name Limerick United. So now we're Treaty United. So then in one of our national newspapers the other day, a fella who used to be working behind the scenes in Limerick FC, secretly, put out an article saying everyone in Limerick should sit down and work together for the betterment of soccer in Limerick. Yeah. Now, that has caused all sorts among Treaty United fans, because this club here is like is the way things should be run. Before there was lies, there's people owed money. As Dara just popped up there about Sean Russell, they ended Sean Russell's career. There's thousands and thousands owed to people from that club, and
So
they
is
put
it?
out this they put out a statement the other day saying they're looking to sit down with
Yeah,
everyone and work forward as one. So
yeah. So is it like the Irish version of what's happening with Barry at the moment then? Because like Barry is since the bankruptcy or dissolvement or whatever you want to call it, now two versions of Barry have come.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
So whereas I would say in this case the old version of Barry is probably better, whereas in our case the new version of senior soccer Limerick is better. Like, fair play, your man, the old chairman, he brought everything. He invested a lot of money into Limerick FC at the time. We had amazing times. I would never have probably got to see my club in the Premier Division if it wasn't for him. But he also killed the club.
Yeah,
So,
I get it.
and that's unforgivable. So
I get it. I get it. Right. I know that you need to go back to work, but it's one more question. Phil
go for
McCock
it.
has come back in. He says, "What's the oldest girl you've ever been with?"
I've actually only ever been with my current girlfriend, and she.
Ah, you know that's a crap answer. That's a
I've,
crap answer.
so yeah, that's
All right. Well, the oldest I've been was in a retirement party. She was 65, ugly as sin, but I just wanted to give her a retirement present, and boy, didn't I! Right on that note, you get back to your work, Jane.
There's no. I can
Right?
hold on a couple of more minutes if you want.
Okay, no worries. Okay,
Yeah,
Dow's come in. Sean Russell's story is shocking.
yeah.
Uh, do you think Limerick FC will apply for a license next season and to have two teams in Limerick?
I think they will
It's
apply
better
for
to
a
have
license.
one team, though, really, doesn't they?
It's hard enough to have one. Like, to have, even at underage now, you've Treaty United and Limerick FC both with underage academies, so you're splitting lads instead of having one team trying to be the best you can possibly be. Like, I don't understand. Like, even Cork and Cove, I don't understand. Surely Cork, like, that's a completely different story down there. Like, they're in the same, they're maybe 40 minutes between each other,
Mm.
and they have two separate. I can't, like, it makes no sense. But do I think Limerick FC will apply for a license? Yes. Do I think they'll get it? No. Do I think it's good that they get it? Definitely not, because it's hard enough to pull with one team, never mind two teams in the one city.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I know. Right, CF11 Cardiff postcode. Right, and this kind of like links into a question in which I'm going to bring in. What kind of crowds do you get at games over there? Now, remember, it's a summer league we're talking about now.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
it? Did it? Was it a visible difference to the crowds before the summer league to now?
No.
No.
Well, actually, it's a hard one because before you'd have your games on Saturdays and Sunday nights. Well, usually Saturday nights. Now it's Friday night, so especially for away days, you find your away days aren't as big as they used to be because people don't finish work till 6 on a Friday, and if you're going to Longford, you have to leave at 4, like, you know. So
Yeah.
that's an away day point of view. At home, like, we played UCD in the playoffs last year, and the Marcus Field was full. That the Marcus Field hosts 3,200. Like, now that's an exceptional circumstance, obviously, because it was a playoff. But you could be looking at between 1 to 1,500 on a normal day, maybe, if things
Yeah.
are going well. If
Yeah.
things are going well, like, you have to realize in Limerick, you have the hurlers. So if the hurlers are going well, and there's two matches on the same weekend, one football, one hurling, people are going to go to the hurling in Limerick. That's the mentality. Same with rugby. If the rugby is going well, Munster are going well in the rugby, people are going to go to the rugby. If Treaty aren't going well, like, people would say, if you didn't know much about local football, you would say Treaty being fourth at the moment isn't good. So you won't go to the matches, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I'm having No Mooney. I don't know if you know No
Yeah,
Mooney.
no, yeah.
Yeah, he's well, he's now the CEO of a Football Association of Wales. We've had a little bit of banter on Twitter. Don't get me wrong, but I am convinced that it would benefit the League of Wales if they followed the League of Ireland's example and go the Summer League. I'm convinced of it, and
It
I
really,
hope.
yeah,
Well,
no, sorry. It really benefits us in the respect that your younger players who are really, really promising get a chance to be looked at, if that makes sense. So,
yeah,
like, I think I look at Alex Murphy now in Galway. He's 17 years of age. He doesn't turn 18 till August, and he's going to be signed by Newcastle this summer. But because he's getting the chance to play first team football when Newcastle aren't playing during the summer, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I
So
get
that's where it's benefiting us, majorly benefiting us.
Who's O'Banion? Do you know?
Chidozie Ogbene used to play for Limerick FC. He's now with Rotherham. He's after breaking into the Irish squad, and so we saw Chidozie for a year, and my God, was it the best year of my watching football. The man he's lightning.
I tell you what, I've got I try to do it every week now. Some former footballers.
Yes.
I've done interviews with Terry Phelan.
Yes.
Graham Kavanagh. And I got another former Irish international. I don't announce them before.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But I got another former Irish international and coming up next week.
Lovely.
And I tell you what, I really want to get Tony Cascarino. I really do, because some of it, just because of the stories.
Yeah.
Where he should never have played with for Ireland, but somehow he did.
And you know what?
His Irish grandmother just popped out of the blue, I think.
Well, look, and every time he put on the Irish shirt, he fought for Ireland. That's the main thing.
Yeah, I get it. Right, get back to your work.
A1, much appreciated.
Hey, you're more welcome anytime in late night Q&A, and it's given the guys in the chat a little bit more info of both you and Treaty United, my friend.
You're a gent. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you later.
Take care, my friend. Speak to you soon.
All the best. Good luck.
Take care. Okay. With that, just gonna have another pee break, and let's keep on chatting. 1 sec. Okay. I'm back. I do apologize. Many thanks to Jamie. I know that he's been working and he couldn't do the whole. He couldn't do the whole show, but it was good for him to come in to give you guys an insight, really, of what's going to be happening in the coming months, especially in the summer. They are going to be a YouTube channel struggling for content. Where I just thought, you know what? Let's try summer football, and I think I'll be good now with the CEO, the Welsh FA, No Mooney, coming on soon for a chat. I've always supported summer football for the League of Wales, because the League of Ireland, the teams in the European competition, have progressed since they made that change from a winter season to the summer season, there has been progress. Shamrock Rovers went to the Europa League group stages, and who played Arsenal? Who played Arsenal a couple of seasons ago? There has been progress, and that's all really what you want. You want just progress. You want to see progress. So let's get back in the chat. Yeah, I tell you what, Phil McCock, you funny as hell. You are funny as hell, right? Darren says, Matt, hey, no worries at all. No worries. Darren, you panic too much, my friend. You panic too much. Me and Jamie talk as much as possible. Last few days, it has been a bit of a nightmare. The bank thought there was fraud going on with my bank card, but yeah, no worries. I'm looking forward to covering Treaty United and the League of Ireland throughout the summer. You will be able to talk to the new moon. Yeah, I know. No problem. Hey, no Mooney, I tell you, we've had a bit of banter, and because we've had a bit of banter on Twitter, people seem to come into the our banter halfway through, and I think that there's a bit of animosity between me and No. It simply isn't, and No has agreed to come on. We just need to sort out a date or so. But a few things have happened in the last 24 hours with the likes of Landwick Major FC as well. They've been refused promotion. So, yeah. And all fairness, No, he is very, very open and a welcoming guy. And you can't fault him with his communication on social media. You really can't. Fair enough advice, man. Hang on 1 second. Cheddars, I have no earphones. Listening to Brownie. This is going to go so well. Well, you missed half an hour of it. But please watch it back, Cheddars. Please watch it back. We're about 8 Cheddars. Come on. Do you want me to send you a link? You can give you an update on a 16-hour journey from Amsterdam to London. Go on, bro. So, Bai said no to a ground. You know what? CF11. I listen. I don't know the whole story regarding Barry Town United. I think he did get relegated, didn't they? But honestly, it's not just the national team I want to talk about with No Mooney. It's the whole Welsh infrastructure as well. And I'm really looking forward to it. I really am looking forward to it. And, hopefully the links between the channel and the guys at Treaty United will just, will help confirm a date. There will be a watch along, my friend. There will be a watch along. So, Dal, send me a link, yeah? Send me a link. Hang on 1 second. Let's just, I should have done it. Come on, vamos. Right, there you go. Right, here we go. So, theoretically for me it's tomorrow because I'm now 1:30 in the morning. So Longford, Treaty United travel to Longford. Then it's these 2 games. You can go away. Treaty United got go away home, and then they travel to Coker. It's them 2 games. Remember, they have first and second. Bray, they then host Bray. And Longford again. So let's go back to the standings. Longford are third. Jesus, well, tell you what. So we got third, second, first. We're Bray. Bray are 7th, and then third again. That is a tough running for Treaty the next few weeks. That's for sure. Uh, I love this guy's name, Phil McCock. Okay, now. Brownie, tell us about a time when you felt regret. Phew. Um, when did I feel regret? Jesus. Uh, Many times, I suppose, man. Do I regret walking out on my ex-wife? Yes and no. Yes and no. I think it could have been handled better. I think we could have still been together if we weren't at each other's throats. What have I regret? I probably have a regret as well. I stayed in Marbella during when COVID kicked in. I didn't realize just how long prolonged that period would be. And remember, COVID in Spain compared to COVID in the UK, completely different. In Marbella, we had a Spanish army, military going out, make sure that we couldn't go. What was it, 50 yards from our home for 3 months? So when I had the opportunity to go back to the UK, I probably should have taken it, but I chose not to. So regret there. Uh, with some girlfriends, I suppose, regret. Listen, I'm sure everyone regrets something in their life. So, what am Dara, yeah, no problem. If you send it, no problem at all. They really are hard, mate. They really are hard. You know, get 1 point for me to be happy. Yeah, I get it. I get why. I get why. That really is a hard game, isn't it? Right. Let's go on the scores on the doors tonight. Right, hang on. Okay, tomorrow I'm doing a brownie meet, right? It will be pre-recorded, okay? So it should drop UK time around about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And he comes in a chat quite often, really. View from a stance. Yeah, we're gonna Brownie meets View from a stance tomorrow. Should have happened. Should have happened a couple of months ago, but one thing led to another, and yeah, Brownie meets View to a stance tomorrow. Um, uh, what's funny? Feel my cock. What's funny about my? Okay, now no comment. No comment. Dario full-time lead. Yeah, yeah. Rush only part-time. That Waterford, the team. Waterford. The team behind the Saturday man. I seen that on Twitter, my friend. I seen that on Twitter. Are you a boobs or bum? Right. I'm not one for big boobs. I'm really not. I'm really not one for big boobs. I'm not one for big bums as well. There you go. Am I weird? I don't know if I'm weird or not saying that. But I'm not one for big boobs. Never have been, and never have been. I'm not one for big bums as well, and a girl. It's the eighth manager since Jesus. I bet they. Well, I don't know. If they part time, do they still have to pay out for sacking their managers? I don't know. I haven't got a clue. Anyway, Phil, what are you? Are you a bloody bum or boob man? I've answered this before, man. Yeah, I participated, no problem at all. I've answered that bloody at the beginning of a show. You can't be bloody keep. Yeah. Oh, Phil, come on, man. Darrell says, Waterford are a full-time team. Owners go through managers after about 8 games. Well, that's probably why they're not going to get promoted then, Darren. Isn't it? That's probably why not going to get promoted. Okay, let's go in the scores anyway tonight. Boom, 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 boom. La Liga, La Liga. Levante 2, Sevilla 3. Good win for Sevilla, especially after loss against Real Madrid. Espanyol 0, Real Vallecano 1, Cadiz 2, Athletic Bilbao 3. Sociedad 0, Barcelona back on winning, because they lost to Cadiz over the weekend, didn't they? Okay, so as they lost to Cadiz, let's just show you the latest table. Okay, Real Madrid, if they win on a weekend against Espanyol, I think they got, then they win the league. Second is Barcelona. And Sevilla. Sevilla back on winning. Look at that. 2 losses in the last 4. It could well have damaged their second place hopes, really. But don't write out Atleti. Don't write out Atleti. But Barcelona got that game in hand. That's key. That's key. Betis, Sociedad, Villarreal. Now, they're in the Champions League semi-finals, for heaven's sake. And they in 7th. Looking at the bottom, Alaves have gone. Levante, in my opinion, Levante have gone. Granada, I hope could be, because they both Andalusian. I hope they both stay up. But they're going to try. Mallorca. Can Getafe be safe 5 points away from a drop? Probably. So it's probably one of the 3, Mallorca, Cadiz, and Granada. You know, because Cadiz and Granada are Andalusian, I do hope that they stay safe and Mallorca go down. One second. Phil, I'm putting you on a timeout, mate, right? Because it's not the first time you've basically said a couple of things in which not unacceptable for me, right? I've ignored the first comment, but I can't ignore that one. Darren. Manager before the last one got sacked because he wouldn't play the owner's son. That's happened many times before, my friend. That's happened many times. That's happened many times. Yeah, so you said your La Liga results. Obviously, Burnley 2, Southampton 0. Terrible performance by Southampton. What other games happened then? Porto, in the Portuguese Cup, Porto beat Sporting 1-0. No, we'd be finishing off now anyway, Darren, my friend. I've been asked to go on to someone else's channel for another half hour or so. Right, anyway, let's love you and leave you. I'm tired now as well. Right, let's love you and leave you. Tomorrow there will be a Brownie meet. Sure, there'll be like a watch along or something. Yeah, hasta luego. Many thanks. Take care. Good night. Good night, guys. Take care. What about bloody save it? Do this, I always forget to do this and do it last minute.